Hi everyone, we're going to find the partial fraction decomposition of this problem here. And I took the liberty of factoring this part right here to x plus 2 times x plus 3. So we have three linear factors. Therefore I write it as a divided by x plus 1 plus b divided by x plus 2 plus c divided by x plus 3. And then the first thing we're going to do is clear the fractions by multiplying both sides by our common denominator, our least common denominator. So this cancels, and you get x squared and I didn't fill this out right, so this is x squared minus x minus 8. So let me fill that out. So that's x squared minus x minus 8 equals, that cancels. So now this cancels and we're left with a, and we have still the x plus 2 and x plus 3 plus b. You cancel that out. You have x plus 1 times x plus 3. And then we have plus c, because this cancels. And we have x plus 1 plus x plus 2. So basically, looking at this, I'm going to choose x equals negative 2, because that cancels. That will make this a 0 out and the c 0 out. And I can choose x equals negative 3 or negative 1 to 0 out the rest. So let's get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and let x equal negative 1. That's the easiest. So plug in negative 1 everywhere. Now you're going to get a times negative 1 plus 2, negative 1 plus 3. And your b and c is going to cancel out, because you have your b, you have negative 1 plus 1, and that's 0, and negative 1 plus 3. But this is going to 0 out everything, 0 times all that. Same thing's going to happen with c. We have c times negative 1 plus 1, and then whatever this is. But this equals 0, so that zeroes that out. So all I have to deal with is my a right now. So this is going to be, when you combine this, you're going to get 1 plus 1 minus 8 equals, this is 1 and this is 2. So we get 2a. So this can be negative 6 equals 2a. So a equals negative 3. So we got our a. Now we got to find our b and c. So for, we're going to let x equal negative 2. Plug all that in. And what's going to happen with the a, that's going to cancel out because you have negative 2 plus 2. I almost don't want to write it. But anyway, this is 0, so that's just going to 0 that out. And then when you do the b, though, you're going to get negative 2 plus 1 times negative 2 plus 3. And then when you do your c, that's going to 0 out because you have negative 2 plus 1. However, here you have negative 2 plus 2. That's 0. So 0 times anything is 0. That zeroes out. So all we have to do is find our b now and fix all that up. So this is 4 plus 4 minus 8. So that's going to be 0 equals, and then here we have negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1 times 1, so that's negative b. Let's see here. So we get negative 2. This should have been negative 2. Oh, it should have been a 2 here. So basically this is negative 2. I didn't think it was 0. All right, and then we get equals negative b, because this is negative 1 times 1. All right, so b is 2. And again, our a was negative 3. Now, to find C, we're going to let x equal negative 3 because both the A and B have a 3 in it. So we have negative 3 squared minus a negative 3 minus 8. And what's going to happen is the A zeroes out, the B zeroes out because they have the 3. So we're just going to deal with the C. We have C times negative 3 plus 1 times negative 3 plus 2. So when you add all that up, you get 4. This is negative 2. This is negative 1. So negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. And C. So C is 2. And again, so my C is 2. And my A was negative 3. Again, and what else did we have? Our B was 2 as well. So just plug all that in, and you're going to get x squared minus x minus 8 divided by, let's go back to our original, because that's how they gave it to us. And this equals our A, negative 3, divided by x plus 1, plus our B, which was 2, divided by x plus 2, plus our C, which is 2, divided by x plus 3. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.